All right, it's April 6, 2026, 5:45 p.m., and we're going to call this Finance Committee meeting to order. Present are council members Parker, Cost, Shute, Lemley, and Marmee. First item, the unappropriated balance of the general fund is at $959,000, and the balance of the budget stabilization fund is at $1,436,249. First item on our agenda is a resolution authorizing and directing the mayor of the city of Newark to prepare and submit applications to the United States Bureau of Justice Assistance for fiscal year 2025 Edward Byrne Justice Assistance Grant funding.
This is a shared grant between the city and the Licking County Sheriff's Office.
Motion.
Second. Motion by Barker, second by Shute. Questions and or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor send this on to full council signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. That motion passes 5-0. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is a request for an appropriation in the amount of $100,000.
Mark couldn't be here today, so he sent me. I'm Melissa Seville, our assistant director. We're just asking for appropriation of grant funds we didn't think we would quite need. We've got a few more applications so far this spring than what we thought we would. So we need money to continue the program.
Motion. Second.
Motion by Barker, second by Cost. Questions and or comments? Is Director Mauter doing good?
I haven't heard from anybody today.
Okay.
So I'm not sure.
Very good. Any other questions and or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor, send this on to full council signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. That motion passes 5-0. Thank you very much. Next item on the agenda is a request for appropriation in the amount of $10,000.
Thank you. We received two more donations for home court, so we're just asking that those amounts be appropriated into a fund so we can put them to good use.
Motion. Second.
Motion by Barker, second by Shute. Questions and or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor send this on full council signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. That motion passes 5-0. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is a request for appropriation in the amount of $135,625.19.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members of council. This is first quarter adult use cannabis collections that we'll be putting into the rainy day fund as previously discussed.
Motion. Second.
Motion by Barker, is that Shute?
Yeah.
Sorry. Second by Shute. Any questions and or comments? Seeing, oh, go ahead.
Very good. It's nice to see that this money is finally flowing correctly out of the state.
Yeah, I agree, and it's too bad we didn't get interest on all that money they held for a while. So, all those in favor send us on full council signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. That motion passes 5-0. Thank you very much. And with that, this Finance Committee meeting stands adjourned. Next up is service.
Yeah, sure. Sure. I don't know what's flashing. Yeah, that's what I. All right, I'm going to call the Service Committee meeting to order. Present are council members Neely, Cost, Shute, Blind, and Barker. First up on the agenda, we're going to consider ordinance 26-12, an ordinance changing the zoning classification of certain real property generally described as 378 Mount Vernon Road, City of Newark, Licking County, Ohio. Parcel tax ID number 054-277-266-00.000 from that of single-family residence RH High Density Zoning District to TFR Two Family Residence Zoning District Zoning Code of the City of Newark, Ohio. Mr. Moorhead.
Yes, sir. Items 1, 2, 3, and 4 are requests for changes to the zoning districts on each of those properties. They've come in from the property owners, and it asks that you move them through the process and you get those to the Planning Commission and hold a public hearing on them.
Thank you. Motion.
Second.
Motion by Neely, second by Blind. Any questions or discussion? Ms. Newman, if you want to. Yep.
On that property for the changing, has construction already happened on that? Like, is this a post-construction zoning change, or is this coming down the road?
I have no idea. No idea about that one. George Carter's our zoning inspector. He would have had a discussion with the property owners about changing the zoning, so I think this is probably, I don't know, I'm not gonna speak on this one. Don't really know the details.
Michelle, if you look in your packet, the map, I don't know if you've got it there. It looks like to me, it looks like a property that's not been constructed on. Yeah,
Great,
thanks.
thanks.
Any other discussion? All those in favor of sending this on to full council, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. That passes 5-0. All right, next up is ordinance 26-13, an ordinance changing the zoning classification of certain real property generally described as 16 East Street, City of Newark, Licking County, Ohio. Parcel tax ID 054-210-102-00.000 from that of GC General Commercial Zoning District to Single Family Residence RH High Density Zoning District Zoning Code of the City of Newark, Ohio.
I do know that 16 East Street and the next one's 20 East Street are vacant properties that are being proposed to be built on, so.
Thank you. Is there a motion? Motion
Second.
by Neely. Second by Blind. Any questions or discussion? All those in favor of sending this on to full council, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign. That motion passes 5-0. Next up, 26-14. An ordinance changing the zoning classification of certain real property generally described as 20 East Street, City of Newark, Licking County, Ohio. Parcel tax ID 054-214-176-00.000 from that of GC General Commercial Zoning District to Single Family Residence RH High Density Zoning District Zoning Code of the City of Newark, Ohio.
Again, this is a vacant lot and it's proposed to be built on. So the request came in from the property owner.
Okay. Motion by Neely.
Second.
Second by Blind. Any other comments or discussion? All those in favor of sending this on to the council, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. That passes 5-0. And 26-16, our last zoning change for the night. An ordinance changing the zoning classification of certain real property generally described as 2236 River Road, City of Newark, Licking County, Ohio. Parcel tax ID 54-225-738-00.000 and parcel tax ID 54-225-744-00.000 from that of MFC Multifamily Condo Zoning District to Single Family Residence RH High Density Zoning District Zoning Code of the City of Newark, Ohio.
Again, request came in from the property owner to enable it to be changed to the RH high density single-family district.
Thank you.
Motion.
Motion by Neely, second by Blind. Any comments or discussion? All those in favor of taking this on to full council, say aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. That passes 5-0. All right, we're going to consider now Resolution 26-19, a resolution authorizing and directing the Director of Public Service to participate in the ODOT contract 018-27 for road salt and declaring an emergency.
Yes, thank you. This is the kind of the standard legislation that we do every year to participate with the ODOT annual contract for purchasing road salt. One item that I would like to ask for the committee to amend would be item D. We have listed in there that the amount of salt that we would like to purchase is 1,500 tons. After speaking with the street superintendent and service director on Friday, they would like to change that number to 2,000 tons as opposed to 1,500. So I'd ask that you amend the legislation before we go to council.
Okay. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion, we've got a motion by Blind to send to full council. And then was there a second? Sorry.
Second.
Second by Neely.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, sir.
I make a motion to amend 1,500 tons to 2,000 tons.
Motion to amend by Neely. Second by Blind. We're amending item D. Goes from 1,500 tons to 2,000 tons. Is there any questions, discussion? All those in favor of the amendment to 2,000 tons, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. That amendment passes 5-0. Is there any questions or discussion on the legislation? Being none, all those in favor of sending this as amended onto full council, say aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. That motion passes 5-0. All right, and our last piece of legislation here in the Service Committee tonight, we're going to consider Resolution 26-20, a resolution authorizing and directing the Director of Public Service to advertise for bids and enter into contract subject to the appropriation of funds for various construction projects.
Yes, thank you. These are the list of projects that we have on tap for this year that would like to try to get out to bid. We're working on plans on almost all of those as we speak. Riverside Bridge's plans are completed. We're trying to coordinate that with the upcoming sewer separation up there so that we have adequate access in and out of Owens Corning's plant. And then the rest of the projects we're continue to work on the plans, but we anticipate getting these all out to bid this year.
Okay. Thank you. Motion. There's a motion by Mr. Neely.
Second.
Second by Mr. Cost. Is there any questions or discussion? Ms. Blind.
Yeah, for those present, do you have a list of those projects in front of you? I know you mentioned Riverside Bridge. Are there any others?
It's in section 1 of the legislation.
Well, I know, but for those present, I didn't.
Yeah, I'll just read it here.
Thank you.
Yeah, the 2026 annual street maintenance project, the annual concrete maintenance project for 88 curb ramps and sidewalks, stormwater utility projects, Builders Drive detention pond reconstruction, closed landfill discharge, the Riverside Drive Bridge, the West Canal Park project, the North 21st Street and Granville Road intersection upgrade, and various other traffic signal upgrades.
That's helpful. Thank you very much.
Any other questions or comments? All those in favor of sending this on to full council, say aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. That passes 5-0. And with that, this service committee meeting stands adjourned. Next up is rules.
I will call this Rules Committee meeting to order. Those present are council members Neely, Newman, and Ingold. The only item on the agenda is to consider ordinance number 26-15, an ordinance amending Chapter 218, Section 218.02 of the Codified Ordinances of the City of Newark, Ohio, regarding mandatory ethics training for certain elected and appointed officials. I will actually be presenting this from the chair. So this was brought to our attention that we had some conflicting language in this ordinance, reference how often elected and appointed officials had to take ethics training. And in the ordinance, there is conflicting language as far as the first part says that all elected and appointed officials shall attend no less than 1 hour of public ethics training every 2 years. And that first training has to take place within 6 months of the appointment or the elected being sworn in. And if you go later in the ordinance, there's a section that talks about having to take that training within 6 months of the adoption of this original ordinance, which was back in 2018. And it goes on in that section to refer to only taking it after that 1 hour during the subsequent 4-year term. So we have two different time frames. What this ordinance is proposing is to remove the second part of that, which calls to have that training within 6 months of the adoption of the ordinance, because that's long past, about 7 years ago, and removing the section about having the training, one time during the 4-year term. So it would clear it up that elected and appointed officials have to take ethics training within 6 months of that appointment or the swearing in after the election, and then it would be once every 2 years. Questions?
So moved.
Motion?
I'll second.
Second? Questions from the audience? All right. Having a motion and a second, all those in favor of passing this on to full council signify by saying yay.
Yay.
All opposed, say nay. It passes 3-0. That'll go on to full council, and that will conclude the Rules Committee meeting. Next up is personnel.
And I will quickly notify you that the Personnel Committee will not be held tonight. We were going to hold it till a later date. So it's canceled for this evening. So we will be back to see you at 7 o'clock. Just to let you know.
Just in case you had any doubt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Pretty good.